Wow, Launch Your Chat Room really has some cool updates. Hey, Rachel's online. I should give her a call. Hey, Rachel, how are you?
Kyle, hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad you're online. I really want to talk to you about content review games.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Rachel, when is the best time to start content review games? Should you wait until right before the big test, or should you start them earlier in your unit?
Kyle, that's such a good question. Now, most teachers know that you want to do some sort of big review before a summative assessment, the day before, maybe the morning of, but remember how last time we were talking about formative assessments?
Oh yeah, that was great.
Right, so every time we do a formative assessment, we're essentially giving a mini review. So when we introduce new content and then ask students to recall that information, that's also review. Therefore, you have these bigger review opportunities before a summative assessment, but then you're also measuring with these smaller reviews as you go along.
That's awesome. So then how often should we review? Like, is there a thing as reviewing too much?
Well, Kyle, let me ask you a question. When you introduce new content, what do you do first?
Well, usually I'd like to reactivate their knowledge just to make sure that we're all starting from the same point before we move forward.
Correct. And you and other good teachers I know are building in that review at the very beginning before they get into their new content. They spend the bulk of their time on the new content, but then at the end, when they summarize with that formative assessment, they're basically creating bookends of review each day. And then with these building blocks, they're building their entire unit so that they're ready for the summative assessment at the end.
Well, great. So as you're doing all this review, you're starting to find out things about your students, right? You're accumulating data about what they know. So what should you do with that data after a review session?
Every time you collect review material, you're getting this awesome opportunity to reteach what students don't know. When you collect a review activity and you see that your students are consistently missing certain concepts, you want to re-present that material to them. You want to do it in some fun way, like a content review game or perhaps some sort of really animated discussion, but you want to reinforce the correct answers, and then you want to represent that information to them, check their comprehension, see if they get it right this time. Every time you use that data to reteach the things they don't understand, you're ensuring that they're going to do better on their summative assessments.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with me and being able to chat with me today.
It is so nice to see you, Kyle. Take good care.
Thank you. You too.